And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at... First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And they needed to be because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him.
Malone Nichols in there to take him down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary and you give up a big one.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
And that play stopped behind the line by a corner. Trent McDuffie getting in there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Jacobs. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Raiders at 14-2 heading into this final week. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr.
Right at the 20-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On play action, now Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to roam now.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. the ground as Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brady, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 200. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas yards and a touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
You're mine.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Slot man moves right. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Rocky Sin.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Carr now on 1st down. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Mahomes now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to learn that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
It's running right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that gets them back within 10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
For 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll get this down to the 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 38, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
29.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
180 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they send a man in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 24. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
What down?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the
off. It seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost it forever. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Carr. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time. But defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Carr.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller from 17 yards out.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Chiefs stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Chiefs 44, Raiders 21.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these